Okay, I'm happy to be sitting here again today with lesson 205. And of course, in Miracles, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I like this review, I do. Today we review lesson 185. I want the peace of God. That's it. The peace of God is everything I want. The peace of God is my one goal, the aim of all my living here, the end I seek, my purpose and my function, and my life, while I abide where I am not at home. So while I'm here, the only thing I really want is the peace of God. It's everything I want. It's my one goal. It's the end I seek. It's the aim of all my living. It's my purpose, my function, and my life. So I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. What do you want? You want the peace of God. That's the only thing you really want. You could get super famous and it wouldn't be jack diddly squat compared to the peace of God. It's what you need. It's what you want. Right? I got my flow glasses on. What's up? What's up, 1972? Tina Jesus for lesson 205. The peace of God is more valuable than anything else. So do a course in miracles. You will not be missing out on anything, even though the ego says, oh, but you might miss this. You might have FOMO. You might want to get famous. You might want to. Tina Jesus said, look at the famous people and how they crumble as idols do. The peace of God is more valuable than anything else. So follow the scientific program and practice of forgiveness, and you will attain the peace of God. Clear your mind and use the heart more than the mind. Tina Jesus was talking about how you need to raise your frequency to acquire this knowledge, this information. If you reside in the lower realms, which the ego rules, you can be very destructive with all this power. So as you achieve peace and integrity, as you use your heart more than your mind, you will receive more information, you will receive knowledge. So raise your frequency. This is the key to happiness. This is the key to opening the doorways to receiving knowledge. Quiet the mind, read intelligent material, do a Course in Miracles, spend time in nature, utilize your God-given gifts of creativity, imagination, and love, and happiness is yours. The peace of God is more valuable than anything else. Yes, tricycles are nice, fast cars, kayaks, sweet boyfriends, beautiful homes, fun, fun, fun. But the peace of God is more valuable than anything else, than everything else. It's the only thing that you truly want. So just a couple days ago, I was sort of saying about how nothing else has really worked and shown me changes and differences within myself like A Course in Miracles has. And it is scientific, if you will, that if you forgive, if you let go, if you see that there is nothing to forgive because nothing ever happened, then you attain peace within yourself. You get into your heart space more and more, and you tune your frequency up into the higher realms. And then you can be trusted. We can't be trusted when we're being ruled by the ego. So anyways, yeah, bring that energy into you. Keep on doing your lessons. Read the text. Do your forgiveness work. Identify where you're blocking love. See yourself being more forgiving. I actually just had a glimpse of me being more forgiving last night. I was really awake last night, and I was getting a lot of info, downloads, ideas. progress. I was feeling progress within me. And I had a little vision, which not to get into details, but it totally indicated that I was making incredible progress on forgiving a past hurt, because I had this new vision of me being free of resentment and grievance. And it was lovely. It was freaking so lovely that it made me smile while I'm laying there trying to fall asleep. I was like, that's pretty good. That is really good to be moving in that direction, finally. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 205, Insights. Review. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. I want the peace of God. Behind all the false values found in this world are the true values we really want. Behind every conflict and underneath all the drama and masks found within the belief in separation, we really want the peace of God. If we are taking directions from the ego, our efforts to find the peace of God will be directed where it cannot be found, in keeping with the ego's goal of seek and do not find. Whether somebody murders or tortures or argues with a spouse, all of this is an attempt to solve our problems with the ego and without the peace of God. The desire to hide from the peace of God is the underlying motive for all our living here. The world was made to be a place where God could not enter. The search for peace in the world takes on twisted forms that look like war and conflict. This is because the ego teaches us that we can find salvation through the elimination of our enemies or some other external change in circumstance. It does not want us to know the peace of God is already in us, given us by God in our creation. The ego thrives on conflict and perceives the peace of God as its enemy. That is why it is so important that we take time each day to practice becoming quiet, stilling our minds, and opening our hearts to the peace of God given us before time began. Each instant, we are able to set the ego aside, to let go of our identification with a separate self-identity for a moment. We experience a taste of the peace of God, our one goal. Today, I will walk hand in hand with the Holy Spirit and let Him guide my way. I trust He will lead me toward the peace of God, for He shares my one goal with me. He is not deceived by the myriad forms of this world. He knows where the peace of God is and will lead me there. I need but follow. I offer Him my willingness and ask for His strength to magnify my willingness so that I may truly remember I am not a body, I am free, I am still as God created me. Early in the text, Jesus tells us the ego becomes strong in strife. This is why the ego loves to make up stories of conflict and tension and war. It loves to make up stories of death, suffering, weakness, and vulnerability to outside forces. If we truly open to the peace of God, all the false stories would be seen as the false mental constructs they are. We would laugh at them because we would recognize they could never be true. We would remember there could be nothing that replaces the peace of God. We would remember we are the peace of God. We would not try to make something else real, and try to be what we are not. I have reached a place where I am willing to give up most overt forms of conflict in my search for peace. If I do feel angry or hurt or guilty, I give it to the Holy Spirit as fast as I can. Sometimes I take it back, but I keep trying. The ego finds ways, though, to divert me. I stay very busy. There are so many things to do. I say it would be a luxury to experience boredom, but if stillness looks imminent, I become uncomfortable and quickly find something else that must be done. I have convinced myself that this kind of activity is a virtue, and to be otherwise would indicate laziness or lack of direction or something. I am coming to understand that all of this frantic activity is my way of avoiding peace. It is like I am afraid to stand still, afraid to let my mind be still. I haven't been able to release this behavior yet, but I am working on it. I truly do want the peace of God. Pathwaysoflight.org. Oh, so I can be still for sure today. I want the peace of God. That's where we're at. Lesson 205. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. The peace of God is everything I want. I want the peace of God. The peace of God is my one goal, the aim of all my living here. It's the only thing I really want. It's the end I seek, my purpose and my function and my life, while I abide where I am not at home. So while I'm here, I might as well attain the peace of God. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. All right, good job on the review. Let's keep on doing what we do. And hopefully it's less doing and more feeling. I did like that reminder to use our hearts more. It's a goal of mine. It really is. I'm aware of when it does come online, because a lot of times I'm really just in my head and not so much my heart. But I really did. I felt that kind of getting open more and more last night too. So it's good. It's all good, you guys. Keep doing it. Keep doing A Course in Miracles. That's scientific practice of forgiveness.